It's a joke. I grew up in the era of Vietnam. Like, one of my inspirations was Larry Burroughs, combat photographer, as well as other photographers who operated from Vietnam up to Desert Storm and beyond. And part of what journalists did was always go where the news was. You don't have the excuse. I mean, this telephone horse pocky is just ridiculous to me. And then people will sit there and say, oh, well, we can't have access because the government makes it hard. I've been here 5 times. 5 times. I wrote the information down. I filled out my applications. I went to Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Broadcast Bureau, and I went through the process of getting my paperwork done. I had a UN credential. I don't know if I'll still have it after this conflict, but I had a UN credential, and I had my regular press credentials for the US. If you are an accredited journalist and you follow the steps, you can get in to cover this conflict. I think that a lot of times the people who have come here to cover the conflict are, you know, basically swimming in white privilege. And they're swimming in an arrogance that I've seen in other parts of Africa where people feel like, well, I'm from, you know, London, and I should be able to just walk in here because you guys are savages. You guys are like, you're Stone Age, you're primitive, so I should just be able to do what I need to do and leave. I don't have to like go by your rules. And that's the problem. I think this is a message for Africa to now be focusing on being completely self-sufficient, new economic ventures, new relationships, new, just a new outlook and management of self and resources to basically empower yourself. I think it's disgusting, actually. I harp a lot on, you know, my family and its military history and what have you. And I think it's a joke that, you know, I've had generations of people before me who went to serve the U.S., and the U.S. has now kind of sunk to this level and just kind of bore itself as this imperialist beast, you know? And it's embarrassing in the age of social media when the State Department can say, issue a travel advisory, and I have friends walking through in Toto Park or walking downtown, you know, eating kitfo if they're not fasting, or doing whatever, and just living life, you know? And then I'm getting pictures from elsewhere in the country that kind of demonstrate, you know, okay, the war is here, but then life is happening here in this way. And so the State Department and the West, they're getting caught in these really bad lies.